The Last Light, an inspiring story about hope, courage, perseverance, and the little light that refuses to go out. There was once a small village called Umedike, a quiet place surrounded by tall trees, winding roads, and a river that seemed to know every secret the villagers had ever kept. The name Umedike meant children of the strong, but despite its beautiful name, life in the village was not always strong. Some mornings arrived with laughter, some arrived with tears. Some families had enough food to eat, while others went to bed pretending they were not hungry. Some people had dreams, others had stopped dreaming altogether. But there was one thing almost everyone in Umedike understood: darkness was inevitable, but giving up was a choice. At the edge of the village stood a small wooden house with a rusty roof. It belonged to an old widow named Mama Encam. Mama Encam was known throughout the village for two things: her kindness and her candle. Nobody knew exactly how long the candle had been in her house. It was an ordinary candle, short, slightly crooked, and covered with tiny marks from years of use. Yet Mama Encam treated it as if it were something precious. Every evening, just before darkness covered the village, she would place the candle on a small wooden table beside her window. She would light it, then she would sit quietly beside it. Sometimes she prayed, sometimes she read, sometimes she simply watched the flame. And whenever anyone asked why she bothered lighting such a small candle when the village had bigger lamps, she always gave the same answer: a little light is still light. Most people laughed whenever she said it, but Mama Encam never minded. She had learned something many people spend their entire lives trying to understand. You do not need enough light to see the whole road. You only need enough light to take the next step. And that lesson became important one particular night. A night the people of Umedike would never forget. To be continued. Chapter 1. Coming soon.